Morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions, and thank you again so much for our time together. It's been a busy week. We've had pastors' conferences and services with our members and our branch churches in Davao and Cebu this week. Now I'm getting home today and getting ready for all the I Serve weekend services this weekend. It's going to be a wonderful time together. I want us to go back today to Deuteronomy chapter 15, and there's a tremendous amount of teaching in this passage, but let me just pull out a promise for you. Beginning in Deuteronomy 15:10, give generously to him, referring to the poor, and do so without a grudging heart. Then because of this, highlight that and circle it, put big stars next to it, cause and effect relationship. Because of how you treat the poor, the Lord your God will bless you in all your work and in everything you put your hand to. There will always be poor people in the land. Therefore, I command you to be open-handed toward your brothers and toward the poor and needy in your land. Now, God says, listen, because of how you treat the poor, I will bring blessing upon all the work of your hands. Now, I don't need to teach you COP about giving. You are the most generous congregation a pastor could ever dream of. I mean, my goodness, 8 million pesos that we've sowed to help the victims in Yolanda, and still more is coming in. I'm just so incredibly proud of what you're doing, because, forgive me, down there in the Yolanda-stricken area, it's worse today than it was before. But so many of you, you've given your time, you've taken time off work and taken your holidays to go down and give out food and bring celebration of hope, and now we're going to start putting roofs on churches. You've given of your time, you've given of your money, you've given of your abilities, and I just stand back and salute you. But I also want you to remember that there's a harvest. Because of this, because of what you've done to help the poor, God says, the Lord will bless you in all your work and in everything you put your hand to. Today, as you have reached out to help the poor, reach up your hands now toward God and say, Father, I thank you for the promise you have come into my life. I thank you that you will bless all the work of my hands. Now, brothers and sisters, I always teach you that generosity is not just something that happens in a church service. Generosity is a way of life. As you live your life, every time you have an opportunity, that's what prosperity is for. Every time you have an opportunity to be generous, every time you have an opportunity to help the poor, I encourage you to do so. And then come back to the Father and say, Father, I thank you. Because of this, you will bless all the work of my hands. Brothers and sisters, don't just be a giver. Learn to let God bless you also.